Yo, welcome to another episode of the BJJ GOONS podcast. I'm your host, Tim, the Mushmaster Spriggs, and with me as always every week is...
Yo, what's up, everybody? It's Nico Ball, and welcome to the suite. If you follow me on Instagram, y'all might have noticed that I have done slid out of the country. I ain't tell nobody this time. Definitely did it alias style, but today we are filming remotely again. I am in Rio de Janeiro, and I've managed to set up like a little, for those of you that can't see us on YouTube, we set up like a little office in my room. So that's what's up. So how you been, Tim? How's things over there in the US?
Things in the US have been pretty hectic. I'm not even gonna front. Um, a lot of stuff going on, a lot of refocusing for 2022. But all in all, I think I'm having a good time. I finally got to go on a vacation. I finally got to reset, and I have plans for 2022. And that's good. It's just right now, it's December, there's a lot going on, and I want to be ahead of the game. So as soon as January 1st happens, I'm good to go. And it's just a lot of work, but I feel great. I feel very positive. I'm in a better place in December of 2021 than I was in December of 2020. And that's all that matters.
That's what's up. That's what's up. I'm glad to hear that. I know now that you're paid. Bills are paid, rent's paid. I'm pretty sure that's a lot more relaxing for you.
It's a huge relief, to say the
Mhm.
least.
Yeah. So anything new over there other than that? Like you're not going to Worlds, obviously. I know you were like looking things up. You did some bonus content on your own today. And then you've pretty much had a busy day. I think the brackets were released today, right?
Yes. So what happened was I did a whole review of who was in the divisions, and I made predictions of who would be in the finals. I'm pretty sure that it's going to change now because they released the brackets, and I was kind of pissed when I first heard about them releasing brackets today, but it's okay. We're here now. We're doing the full podcast. You and I are here, and we can do a little chit chat about the divisions, who we think that's gonna win, who we want to win, and talk a little bit about the environment of worlds now, since the world has ended, but didn't really end. But there's so
Yeah.
much going on in the world. This is the most unworlds like worlds that I've ever been involved in.
I mean, it's definitely been a complicated year. On top of just needing to be able to qualify and with all of the COVID restrictions, making enough points for the black belt divisions to be able to get into worlds. It's definitely limited the amount of competitors that have been able to like pull it off. I think a lot of people were quarantining. A couple of people that are back in the worlds, like Tammy Musumeci's back in the women's division. I didn't get a chance to look through the whole thing, but I know like she's coming back to competing after law school, which is really cool. Um, but yeah, it's definitely a post-pandemic world. So how do you feel? Do you think like how do you feel the weight of this title? Is it like less than I mean, Worlds last was there a Worlds last year?
No, there hasn't been a world since 2019, I think.
2019. Wow, that's weird. So do you think the title weighs the same for you?
Fuck no, it don't weigh the same. Fuck
Okay,
no.
that was just like not even like negotiable. It was like
No,
you're
it's
not e-
not
not even
negotiable.
not even on the fence a little bit about that one.
It
Yeah.
doesn't weigh the same because in the last 2 to 3 years, jiu-jitsu has changed entirely. There was a time when I was coming up that the be all to end all for grappling was gi worlds. If you didn't know how to put a gi on, tie that belt, go out there and go against the guy, you weren't considered legit. And it was reinforced by the fact that ADCC, all the winners were gi guys, essentially. Now it's a little bit different in the media's eyes. But if you look at the statistics, most of the people that have won ADCC are predominantly gi guys that have credentials in the gi. And if they haven't, it's an anomaly. But with the way jiu-jitsu is now, you have who's number one. You have Abu Dhabi Jiu-Jitsu Pro. You have Fight to Win. There's so many different opportunities to guys to not only compete, but to win money. And money makes the world go round. At the end of the day, you want to go out there and win a trophy. And by trophy, I mean a bag. You want to win a bag. Who gives
I
a
mean,
shit
but not
about
all. But like most of the time when we're fighting, we're winning trophies. We're not winning bag. There's no bag with these trophies in jiu-jitsu. What you talking about? Especially not
I
with Worlds.
am.
Especially
It
not
was,
with IBJJF. But not when we're talking IBJJF.
but we could always parlay a gold medal into a bag. But
Are you
now
out
the
there
bag
betting? Are
is a
you
gold
saying
medal.
that you betting on Worlds? Are you guys actually making bets that I don't know about and like profiting off of? Because you didn't tell me about your odds. You didn't have $100 to bet on your damn self, but I did that day, Tim.
I didn't know about the betting lines. I didn't know that people were even going to bet on who's number one. And if I did know, I don't think I would have still gambled. I don't gamble. But
I
the
feel like
bag is greater than just gambling odds. The bag is a purse. And not like, like a Michael Kors purse. I mean, a purse is in, you get paid. Jiu-jitsu is about getting paid now. ADCC, who's number one, super fights, all different promotions. And it's kind of awkward or sad to see how Worlds doesn't mean as much. It doesn't feel the world like the Worlds. This is the most unworlds feeling Worlds I've ever seen.
You said it's kind of awkward. It's just like embarrassing.
Yo,
It's like a puberty.
hello? Oh no, oh my goodness, what is going on here? Hold on. Sorry, I don't know what just happened just now.
Were you
I
just
think I had
talking
like
about
a,
stuff over there?
sorry, I got the Patreon going because I just uploaded it. Guys, I apologize. But yeah, it's the most
Tim just got off
unworld.
vacation. He's still probably, Mm-hmm.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. No, nothing. No, I'm actually very proactive in the podcast game right now. I have like episodes and episodes uploaded. But yeah, this world doesn't have the same weight because you don't got people going from different parts of the world really coming. Um, the plague is still going on, so it's not just as free as it used to be, and the purse
Facts,
isn't as
facts.
big. And I just won $30,000, 32 with bonuses. And that's more money than almost my entire career combined. Can Worlds provide that type of financial windfall for winning a division? Hell no.
Does
It's
Worlds
way
have
tougher.
any cash prizes?
Maybe.
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 Oh,
I heard a rumor that you get paid per division, but who knows? Who knows?
it's a
They
rumor.
could
How do you
pay.
not know? How do you not know?
How do I not know? Because I'm not
I mean,
going
like,
to do the tournament.
I'm
That's
not saying
why.
like
That's how I
you
don't know.
in general. I'm saying like it's just sad, like, because if like Worlds should pay, like, yeah, world champion. That's just the
Worlds
thing. You got to be
should
money
pay.
savvy. You got to be money
Nico,
savvy.
Nico, Worlds should always pay because it's the Worlds. Even if you win the Super Bowl, you get a check.
Facts,
You
facts.
win the Super Bowl, you get a bag. Not a big bag, but you get a bag.
You get it back.
Go ahead. I'm
You get a
sorry.
little bit
I
of
went
bag.
on
No. No, I'm just looking through these divisions. I did take a few notes on like some of them. I got to see them. I'm in Brazil, like I said. So I've been running around, not only like doing work for what I got to do with filming, taking some pictures, videography, um, but planning, like, because I brought some people down to help me take the donations. So I've been having to take them around, do touristy things. So once I got back today, they started cooking dinner and I got a chance to actually look through some of the black belt brackets and whatnot. I see like quite a few of our teammates are down there, which is dope. Um, One person that I did see that's competing in Worlds, do you remember Taliesin Suarez? It's like, it feels like so long since I've seen a lot of
Yeah.
my old school competitors. Like, I know he actually went out to Australia. He started a gym because he used to be, when he was going out with Maisa Bastos, like they were all over the world at every single major competition. But it's actually been a while. I feel like it's a throwback seeing him out in the brackets and him and Mikey Mesumechi are on opposite sides of the bracket. So I don't know who were your predictions for the finals in that one. Do you have them
In which
for the tiny
division?
people for the rooster weights? I know you're kind of on the other spectrum with your big ass. So do you know who the rooster weights? Did you check out the rooster weights, the tiny people over
The
here?
final is Bruno Malfacine versus Michael Musumeci. Mikey versus Bruno. And with this match and a lot of other matches that you're going to see throughout the course of the weekend is who has the best training environment, who has the most experience. And the thing with the experience is, yes, Bruno Malfacini is multiple-time world champion. I believe that he's had 10, maybe 10 black belt world titles at the adult level. And that's the type of experience that you can't duplicate. However, with Mikey Musumeci, he's been training his whole life. He's ready. He was born ready. And he's already beat Bruno. He's in an incubator situation. What I mean by an incubator situation is that all he needs to focus on is going to the gym, training hard, and resting. That's all the fuck he has to care about. And he just beat Bruno.
I think a lot of athletes are like that. Mikey did just switch teams though as well, so it's just interesting. Has he competed under pedagogy yet?
No. Oh, yes. He did compete in Nogi under Pedigo, but it's not the same, I think, as Worlds. What helps Mikey is that he's on a team where technically he's far superior. When you get to the elite level of jiu-jitsu or black belt, you're going to be technically superior than 99.9% of the people that you're going to roll with. But what Mikey has is a bunch of bodies and a bunch of hungry guys that wrestle hard. And when you're in the trenches in the worlds, that's really all that matters. If you're already technically sound, it's just a matter of mentally and physically preparing yourself to win. Technically and tactically, he's a master. And although Bruno is still training, I don't think he's in the same training environment that he was back in the day. I could be wrong. He's probably used to training without ideal situations because he was in Orlando teaching classes. He had a whole school. He still has an entire school all to himself. However, I'm going to give the edge to Mikey Musumeci. I think he's going to win by anywhere from advantages to 3 points. Who knows, though? Who knows? He's been doing a lot of no-gi. Bruno, I don't know what he's doing in training camp. Bruno might finish him. But I would give the edge to Mikey if I was going to put the money on winner or loser.
You know, I was watching Uncut Gems on my way over here. So, like, I don't bet a lot, but I learned a little bit about betting with that detail. I really feel like we need to talk to, like, Seth Daniels or whoever is always running these damn jiu-jitsu bets. There needs to be bets on Worlds. And we need to use your predictions to place our bets so that we can make some money.
I wouldn't trust myself with this information because I don't want
you just
someone
got to
to
put it out there. I mean, it's just like my betting, whatever, all those podcasts that
my
have the
bookie.
sponsors. Yeah, my bookie, whatever. You just, like the investing thing too, we're just giving your advice. This is your opinion based on your research. Take it or leave it, but you're not liable for what other people do with their money. They're just going to have to pay to get the consultation. But anyway, in the light featherweight, we got May's coming out. I come to Brazil. You're in May in the U.S. So what were your prediction for the light featherweight division?
I'm looking at the bracket now, so please let me know if you don't see my face on the camera, but hopefully you do.
Oh no, I see your face. I see your face. Hopefully you're looking at your bracket. You kind of look like high with your eyes a little low, but
No, I'm not high at all.
just
No,
reading.
it's been a long day. I'm just reading, yeah, and I've been told that I have kind of like Asian eyes at times, so it looks like I'm high, but it's not true. I'm not high at all. I'm high off life.
High off life. High off life. Okay.
My prediction for this bracket is a final between Malachi Edmond, who this is his first year at black belt, but the difference for this year is going to be training environment for a lot of the people that win. We're in the middle of a plague. We have people that are traveling around the world, trying to get comfortable, trying to find the best training environment, struggling to get visas and what have you. But if you have consistent, trustworthy training partners that give you good work, that's going to be the difference between winning and losing. Pedigree and experience is going to play a role as well. And the two gentlemen that I know are in a great incubator, a situation where all they need to worry about is improving, and they have the best training partners and the best coaches at their disposal. Two of the athletes in this bracket that have that are May and Malachi Edmond. Let me go to May first. May is a favorite in any bracket he goes to in this era of jiu-jitsu, in the gi. He straight up bullies everyone that he's on the mat with. He is so good that he can fool around and still kill you and make it look spectacular without training. The only person I see in this division that he can't really bully, there's two people. There's Hugo George, Santos Silva of PSLB Cicero Costa, and there's Malachi Edmond. Malachi has the best close guard in the lighter weights. I would say Hudson Mateus is close to him in skill and danger, but the thing with Malachi is that he plays the little guy game so well that he'll find a way to get to his close guard. When he was a brown belt, he was so close to winning when he went against Kennedy, Cabrinha, little Cabrinha, little Cabrinha's son. He was so close to beating him. He did a great job, and he's still gotten better since then. Yeah. The only person I've seen May personally not be able to bully around easily, at least in the room, or even we're going to talk about on the mats in competition, is Malachi. If Malachi puts any of these people in his close guard, he will put them to sleep or get them in a situation where they're not going to be able to mount any kind of significant offense. And judging from the way they've been training, judging of their environment, it's going to be a good match between Malachi and May. I'm happy. We're blessed as viewers to be able to see these guys go against each other on opposite sides of the bracket. That's my prediction for the final. And of course, I'm a homer. I am totally biased because I'm not a journalist. I'm going to go with Malachi in the final. I don't know how it will end, but I think it's going to be a phenomenal match. It's going to be just as good as all the rounds that I saw them compete against each other in the room back when May was on Hugo and Malachi was still a young brown belt or purple belt at TLI.
Yeah, you mentioned Iago George from the Projeto Social Cicero Costa, which is in Sao Paulo. And there's actually in that same bracket, Pato or Diego Batista, like he's also in that bracket. But as I was going through, there's actually a lot of athletes from that project. And I'm kind of curious when you talk about incubators and training environments, like as what have they been up to really? Because I know with Favela Jiu-Jitsu, I followed a lot of like the Gomez brothers and Jonathan Marquez from Terere Kids Project and Nathan Chang that's from Cicero Costa as well. Like they were all in Cantagalo training together. So I'm curious as to what's been up down there at that project with COVID and everything and how hard they've been really training down there. Be interesting. I'm actually going to Sao Paulo on Tuesday. I should probably see if I could like slab through there.
Yeah, get some footage and see what's going on.
You know, they're all going to be in the U.S., but, you know, I can try to be like, I can ask. I was like, so what was they up to? How was their camp? You know, try to get in those bets, you know?
Watch the kids' classes, Nico. They're the future. The kids' classes are the key. That's how we always found out about, you know, Mikey and Tammy Misameki, all those people. We would pay attention to the lower belt. The lower belt.
Even when I go to the city, a guy where Gabi Pisania trains, and like she has like a killer collar drag, and they all do it. Every single one of them, like they're the biggest to the tiniest. Like I've seen them, like I've taken a couple gringos over there and had like seen little kids like collar drag guys from Ecuador. It's just hilarious because they just drill the technique over and over and over again. And it's like, you know, we see it from her in like major competitions like Worlds, but then like she really is part of the project, part of the gym. Like she's like training and raising like a next generation that kind of is just like her little kids. Like they have the same kind of style, same kind of game, and it's really dope to see.
It's really dope. It's so cool seeing the next generation of murderers just grow up from not knowing their ass from their elbow to being world-class fighters. It's a beautiful thing, but it's sad because you know you're raising a snake that bit you. So we got the featherweight division, right?
Featherweight, yeah. Speaking of the Gomez brothers and their little incubator, Jonathan Gomez. First thing I saw when I opened the bracket, this was the first bracket I opened, I realized, like, Jonathan, he doesn't have a bye. A lot of the matches that I want to see, or the athletes that I want to see, they have a bye in their first round. So it's like, it doesn't give you much to imagine. There's not much to prepare for. Like, you just kind of got to wait to see how it plays out. But if Jonathan makes it through his first match, he's going against Isaac Doderlin, which will be like a dope fight to see. You know, I followed Jonathan since like he was a little kid. Girl, I guess he wasn't a little kid, but you know, since he was a color belt, I've known him for a pretty long time.
Mhm.
So it's really just dope to see him coming up and like finally fighting at black belt.
Well, in the original podcast that I released, well, not released, but I recorded before they released the brackets, my finals was Jamil and Isaac Doderling.
And Jamil's got gold. Obviously, we're putting our money on Jamil.
I'm always going to put money on Jamil. Jamil is a wizard, or
His
as they
appendix
say,
already came out, so no
he
freak
doesn't have to
accidents
worry
before
about
this
that.
world.
It's just that he's just so gifted. He's so gifted. He's so experienced. He's a supercomputer when it comes to jiu-jitsu. And if he's healthy, that adds another facet to the game. It makes it very tough for you to deal with because he's a gifted athlete. He's been doing jiu-jitsu for a long time. He knows a lot, but he's a gifted athlete. I've seen people get handed their ass by Shane Jamil Hill Taylor that are way bigger than him. I've seen ultra heavyweights, super heavyweight champions, not even in the gi, get mollywopped by this man, or at least for Jamil to hold his own. And hopefully, Lord willing, that he's healthy so the world can see just how great he is. But then we got Isaac Doderling. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Nico.
No, I was just saying it's like exciting because I'm excited to be able to see Jamil. I haven't gotten to train with Jamil in a while. Like, it's gonna be great to see him out there performing. I'm definitely planning on just watching his fights, like Netflix and chill type thing. And like you were saying, he's the greatest when he's healthy. And like on a personal level, I love it when he's hurt because when I am training, that's when Jamil get like trains with like the 120-pound like small people, so he can just fuck around with us. And just being
Mm-hmm.
able to feel what Jamil can do on the mats, even like when he's injured, and that's when I get to train with him. He's just like baffling. It's mind blowing. So I'm excited just to get to see him run through his matches, like record those, and get to go back and like study some of his stuff because I know he's been working on his Facebook group with the Lasso Syndicate and doing a lot of instructionals, teaching a lot, and like really honing in on that game. So I'm definitely hoping to see a lot of that play out here.
But no shade to Isaac Doderling. Isaac has consistently improved. He's taken on the best of the best. He's handled his business. He's really handled his business. He's been screwed so many times with the refs. I mean, fucked in the ass, raw, no grease, but he
This is
still
not
continues.
Patreon. This is not Patreon.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Nico.
Oh,
I'm
he's getting
sorry.
niggas is getting hot for these worlds. Wow, he's
I'm
excited.
sorry,
Okay.
Nico. I apologize, but I just got to tell the people how I feel. Can you hear me loud? My level's good. I got
Your
this
levels are
podcast.
good. Yeah, he said no lubrication, y'all.
No
No
lubrication.
lubrication.
He continues to get better. Look at his resume. The guy had to grind it out. He's got a wife, he's got a kid, and he's still out here doing the damn thing. I've competed against that guy. His guard is super hard to pass. Now is the time for him to get over the hump and go into the finals of worlds and stake his claim to being the best in the world. But unfortunately, we live in an era where so many people are good. Look at that bracket, people. If you're listening right now, I need you to stop what you're doing. Well, no, actually, don't stop. Listen to me while you look through that bracket. There are guys that in any other era would be world champions, but you're going against arguably the GOAT, a man who I will say to this day that if he is healthy 100%, has a training camp, he could beat Prime Hoffa Mendes, the wizard, man with the shoe game better than anyone else in jiu-jitsu, Shane Jamil Hill Taylor. I got him winning the gold. Lord willing, the creek don't rise. That's my pick, Nico.
Nice, nice. I definitely am going with you with Shane. I just feel like he's going to be in the finals with Jonathan. That's what I
He's gonna
believe.
win. He's gonna
But
win.
he will. He definitely will
He's
win.
gonna.
He definitely will
Hey,
win. It's just
no
like
shade to
gonna
Donata
be? Who is
Gomez.
he gonna
No
be in the
shade.
finals now?
I need an All-American final, man. America.
Yeah,
These are
I can
like
see
these are
that
like
for
these are
that
non-scientific.
TLI.
Can we? I'll be honest. These are non-scientific picks. These are
No.
non-scientific picks.
How are
Picks.
you gonna make when has there ever been a scientific gambling pick or a scientific sports pick?
I try to be as scientific as possible. What's next? Lightweight.
We're going to lightweight, and Marcio Andre is back in the brackets, which is interesting because he's always hit or miss. Like I remember when you did his breakdown of just his game, how well rounded he is. Um, we also got AJ Axon. It's just like funny. It's like I forgot about him. He's like number 4 in the rankings, but like always on the news. Like no, I'm sorry, number 24. He all the way down there. He's all the way
You're,
down there. But he was like, when we talk about not being the media and the clout, so it's like that would just be interesting. Levi Jones is also going to be in that bracket. And the number one ranked in that bracket overall would be Checkmat Mateus Gabriel. So who you got in the finals?
Tez Gabriel was a featherweight before, correct?
Don't talk to me about history and expect me to know the correct answer. I got what I wrote. I got my notes for today, Tim.
All right, my bad. Yo, check it right.
That I don't
Lucas
even.
Valente. Lucas Valente is a very good grappler. The man
Know
finished
who that
second
man
at the
is.
last official worlds that we had. He lost to Lucas Supri by decision, I believe, or at least advantage. It was close. The man is a victim of the Lucas Supri era. He's a born lightweight. I got him going to the finals. I foresee him beating Marcio Andre. And whoever wins between Bruno Martins and Leonardo da Silva, I'm not good at Portuguese. I just see Lucas Valente in the finals.
Hmm.
On the other
What
side
team
of
is Lucas Valente on?
Gracie Baja, Gracie Baja, whatever the song is.
He's not good at Portuguese and he's not good at singing.
No fala
Ladies and gentlemen,
Portuguese. No fala Portuguese.
mas
I
bebe
see.
muita cerveja. Isso sim, cara. Isso sim.
I don't speak Spanish. So what I was saying was,
Oh
I don't
God.
speak
Oh
Spanish.
God. Let's go back to the jujitsu so you sound smart again. Let's go. Let's
Donata
go. Let's
Alves
show your
versus
good side.
Yo, check this out. Donata Alves wins his side of the bracket easily. It's going to be a final between Lucas Valente versus Jonathan Alves. And drumroll, please. Drumroll, please. Boom. I got Jonathan Alves winning Worlds this year. I see him beating Lucas Valente in the finals. Sorry, Lucas. I think you're a great grappler. I think you are second best. And there's no shame in being second best because any given day you can win. But that day, I got Jonathan Alves winning. The kid is on a work path. He is in a jiu-jitsu incubator of skill. It's like he's training with Goku and Vegeta in a hyperbaric time chamber, and he's training every single day, trying to get better. And the kid's a beast. AOJ has a formula right now. They have a formula.
AOJ? AOJ?
They have a formula. You know, they have a formula. Could you imagine?
I feel like Dream Art, like athletes have been coming up a little bit more than AOJ. Like AOJ, yeah, historically, but like
I
that's
think
when you go with the media, what you see in the media or like what you think, and then like
I
what's
see Dream
actually.
Art. Nico, I love Dream Art. I love everything that they stand for. I like the guys. We had Simba on there, Lucas Birthday,
I mean,
Wall
really, they're just
Virgil.
snatching some of the best athletes from all over the place and they end up there. So it's like,
But what do you
but
think? That's every sport. That's every sport. You snatch up the best prospects and you put them in your system and try to win. I
But
can't
that doesn't
front.
necessarily mean you have a formula. So when you speak to like AUJ, like having a formula, they like of some people that maybe have been like, because I think they're kind of like thinning out to the people that are just kind of consistently there is, especially after all of like the riot scandals, like and the people in AOJ right now, I feel like have been there. They're kind of AOJ now, and Dreamart is the new AOJ that was recruiting all the kids from everywhere.
Solid point. My counterpoint is that the formula for those guys like him and Tynan work tremendously because it's a stylistic formula. And so far, they've shown that if you can follow that formula, you're good. They're not like Master Lloyd. I ain't gonna front. Guilherme and Hoffa are not like Master Lloyd. You're not gonna have guys that fight different at AOJ. You're not gonna have one guy that can out wrestle NCAA champions and take down judo guys. And then on the other side, you have a guy that can sweep anybody, no matter how big or how small. You're not going to see that at AOJ. But if you have a certain style, if you have a certain mentality, if you're willing to stay in a gym that is all white with a white gi, you can do the damn thing and win a world title. And that's why I got Donata Alves winning worlds. That's what I got. He
I
took
mean,
the
like he's
formula
just an
from
amazing
Ramon
athlete.
Lemos, from that little brick room in West Bumblefuck, Brazil, and they brought it to Costa Mesa, and they got these guys working all day. Look at the track record. We got the guy,
Okay.
Tynan, we got Janata, we got Cola Bait. It's there. I consider the formula.
I mean, true, true. And he is amazing. He is amazing.
Yeah, so that's my pick. Nico, I think that this year I'm gonna have a clean sheet. I think I'm gonna win every bracket. I think it's gonna show that I'm really good at predicting matches.
Yeah, I mean, like with that division, I just kind of opened it up and I saw how stacked it was, and I was just like, oh, Gilberto's in that. I was like, it was just too hard to like kind of go through for me to be
I'm
like,
just like, I'm just
no,
gonna
there
go.
was a lot. I was like, oh yeah, that's like that's the kind of division that you run from. It's like I could drop 5 pounds. Yeah,
Man, fuck
I could
that.
drop
I'm not
five
gonna
pounds.
wait. I want my belly full when I fight these beasts, these roided up assholes. That's what I want. I
I
need a
don't want to
full
fight
stomach.
Jonathan Gracie. Like between, like Gold Medal and like Jonathan, like maybe, yeah. And like moving
But
up to medium heavy, I'm not trying to fight like then you get into Munis territory.
true.
Mm-mm.
Um,
Like I like my end of the brackets, like that featherweight. It's a
hey,
different
check it.
world down here where I'm at. It's a different world. It's scary. These brackets are a little bit scary up here. Have y'all ever heard like when you do like a backstep and your size that hits the mat? It sounds like a terremoto, like earthquake.
Yeah, that
Nah.
power back step.
Mm-mm.
Like
Mm-mm. So where
boom.
we at? We at medium heavy now?
No, we're not middle heavy. We're at middleweight now, Nico. Come
Middleweight,
on, chill.
wait a minute.
Middleweight. We have a lot of really top guys. Middleweight is the perfect convergence of lower weight technique and heavyweight power. You get to learn a lot when you watch the middleweight division. It's a joy to watch. The best middleweights of all time are some of the guys that combine the two. We got Marcelo Garcia. We got Sergio Moraes. Since then, it's been kind of a clusterfuck on who's the best. I mean, we always got, guys like Gabriel Arges, but somebody that has been kind of doing the damn thing in the middleweight division has been Isaac Bayensi. Am I pronouncing that correctly, Nico?
Izaki Bayensi, yeah. Good.
Isaki Bayensi. I think he's great. He's a head instructor, or he's the leader of Team Dream Art, one of the best teams in the world, a team that is pushing the culture forward into being professional. But on the other side of the bracket, let me double check his other side of the bracket. I apologize if I'm wrong. But yes, on the other side of the bracket, you got AOJ's Tynan Dalbra Costa, or just Tynan Dalbra for short. I have a question, Nico. Why do these guys have so many goddamn names? Okay. I got 3 names in my name, but these guys got like 4 or 5 names. Like, how do they decide what name to go by? Like, how is Tynan Dalbra Costa does Tynan Dalbra? How do you decide upon that?
Um, Well, in Brazil, the first name, your first last name, it's different than in like Spanish countries. So in Brazil, your first last name is your mother's last name, and then your second last name is your father's last name, which is generally the name that you take. Like especially like if you're a woman, so it would make more sense that in Brazil that you would use like your first name, your first name, and then your second last name, as compared to a Spanish person that would generally, or a Hispanic person that would generally use their first last name because it goes father mother, and then you
Hmm.
knock off like your mother's name. So for example, I am like the last of my family line unless I were to marry a Brazilian or an Angolan and have a son, and then his last name would be my last name and then his father's last name.
So he must not be cool with his pops because his goes by Tynan Dalpra and his last name is Costa. Regardless, my final prediction is Isaac Bayensi Raz versus Tynan Dalpra Costa.
Oh
And
yeah.
in that match, what'd you say?
Izaki has the ultimate incubator. When you talk so much about incubators, he's just like he's got like
He does.
he does
He
have
does
the
have the
ultimate
ultimate
incubator.
incubator. But here's the thing. He has to focus on being the leader. He's the Don Dada. He's in charge. He has climbed the mountaintop and he's leading a group of men and women to the promised land. And
He has a
that's extra
team.
mental strength. Pardon?
He has a team though, so I feel like there's a lot of people that run academies and then they also have high level competitors. But I think out of Dream Art, it's kind of like he's just more like the president. It's more like a figurehead. And like, yes, he's like people look up to him. They want to train with him. But I think like they have like nutritionists. They have like a legit team of of people that will be like, yeah, tell your athlete to do this or that. So I think that might make it a little bit easier for him to really get in a good camp.
You know, Nico, that's a very solid point. You almost made me switch my pick, but I'm going to stick with Tynan.
Mm.
The way he
I
just
mean,
did Johannes Gracie, Jonatas Gracie dirty, like really, he did him dirty. I did not expect that out of Tynan Dobb. When I watched him in the lower belts, I thought, yes, he's in an incubator. Yes, he's very talented. He's very gifted, but nah, man, he's not going to do guys like Jonatas Gracie's dirty. He's not going to do Gabriel Arges dirty. He's not going to do guys like Isaki Beyonce dirty, but he did him dirty. And he's got momentum. Momentum is a powerful thing. He's in an incubator. He's got two of the goats in his ear at all times. So I'm going with Tynan. So we got AOJ paving the way. Those are my two picks. If I'm going too long, Nico, let me know. But I'm just like feeling myself and like I'm really charged up about this world. You
I
know,
mean, we've pretty much hit almost our time, but we've got three more divisions. So it's like, we're gonna give it to
you don't even
y'all. We're
want to
gonna
do
give
the
it to you.
girls. You don't want to do the women's division.
Oh, we definitely would go way over an hour if we did the women's division, and
Okay, then
we're
we'll
not
just
even
keep
supposed to
the
be out an hour.
All right, then we'll just stick with the men's. Is sorry, God. Sorry, ladies. I'm sorry.
I mean, you over there filming your own page. We have like a missing Patreon. I swear, I think you have it because we filmed two before I left, and one of them would have been the Patreon.
No, hey
And
man, stop the cap. I'm just
but
gonna upload.
if you didn't, you have whatever you filmed this morning, and then you can go look over the ladies. I didn't get a chance to go all through the ladies. I did start, I saw Maisa, which is I'm a big fan of her, but or we could both hop on again and do like a little Patreon thing for the next episode. But I wouldn't bring on a guest maybe since we going virtual. But yeah, let's get back to what we were doing with the medium heavy. We will not
Yes,
leave out the ladies. We got 4 days till Worlds actually starts. So, we got you, ladies. We got you. I'm definitely going to have represent.
ladies on the Patreon. We just have a ladies Patreon episode. All right, middle heavyweight. My final prediction is Gustavo Batista versus Leandro Lowe. What do you got? Do you have a pick?
Medium heavy. I don't have like picks for finals. I had things that were interesting, like the Muniz brothers again
Go for it.
from Alex Muniz from the Dream Art Incubator, huge guys, young as hell. So that means like they're barely having sex, they're barely dating, and they don't know what it is to have a job with real money to like do other shit. They're all jujitsu. And then I think his first match is against Marilla Santana. who will not leave the adult division. I think that's really awesome. Definitely not going to make it to the finals probably, but I just like, as like historical seeing jujitsu, like seeing the matchups, I thought that was pretty interesting in that division.
Um, as far as picks, I got Gustavo Batista winning the whole fucking thing, man.
Batista is great.
Angelo is great. He has a very high floor as far as success in the tournament. We
But
don't know how
when
high.
how, has he been competing? When was the last time he's really been like?
Last time I saw him compete, he got beat up pretty bad by Hall. He looks
Yeah, I
like
feel
he's
like
healthy, but that run that he had fluctuating weight classes is tough.
yeah,
And
Leandro,
all
another one.
runs come to an end.
He's been
I
out
don't
there
know
for a
which,
while.
pardon?
I said Leandro's another one that's been out there competing at a high level for as long as I've been doing jujitsu. So it's like,
Mhm.
at some point you're just like your body gets worn out. It's like, and then you're going against people that are hungry for what he had.
A guy in Gustavo Batista who has A1 passing, some of the best guard passing in the world. He's like a new version of Claudio Calazans without the world-class judo. But everything else is just solid. Heavyweight, I've got Kynan versus Adam Werdzinski, and I got Kynan winning the whole goddamn thing.
Yeah, kind of sliding in with a bye too. I was looking at that Adam Wardinsky. He's definitely someone that I've always been following. He's rolled up on me in the favela actually, because um I guess I don't think we should name the Me Too athletes from Checkmat, but so that should be interesting to see.
Yeah, so that's my final.
This is where we have the other Muniz brother too. So if he might not make it into the final, no, never. I'm sorry. I had a break in my notes. He's in super heavyweight. No, he's not in that. But I was wondering. I was like, how did he get? He got big. He got big. Two weight divisions up. But yeah, that's what I have for that one exactly. I just have Wardinsky and Duarte. Always interesting to watch kind of fight.
Super heavyweight, we have Eric. I got Eric Muniz versus Felipe Pena, and I got Felipe Pena winning because it's Felipe Pena. Experience. Let's check this out. In historically, in order to become a Hall of Famer in IBJJF, you need to have 4 world championships. But as the world turns, it's going to be hard to get 4 or 5 world championships in an individual sport where it's once a year. Let's keep it 100. I don't know how many world titles that Felipe Pena has, but fuck it. The guy's a world champion. The guy is a Hall of Famer. And yeah, he's going up a weight class. The only people that really give him the business are Nicholas Marigali and Buchecha. That's it. Those are the only 2 guys that are really giving him the business. I see him winning this division handedly. I look forward to seeing him go to ADCC next year. But I gotta go with the experience and the skills. I'm going with Felipe Pena.
Yeah, Felipe Pena has always been, again, when you talk about experience and skill, you can't deny any of that. Somebody else that's in the vision though is Devonte Johnson, someone that we've had here on the podcast. He's been out competing a lot. So how do you think he's gonna fare in this?
I think he can medal. I think he has the ability to medal. I think that because of his upbringing and his style, that he can adapt mid-match. He has decent takedowns. He has good guard passing. He has a good guard. He can fight from anywhere. The only issue would be whether he's able to institute his game on somebody. And that's for everyone though. But I think Devonte has the total package. He has the different skill sets in jiu-jitsu, all facets of the game. And on top of that, he's a physically gifted athlete. And when you get into those later rounds, it's mental. The guy's a dog. The guy knows how to fight in the trenches and come out on top. He's trained by Murillo Santana. He's from Unity. And sometimes it's about who wants it more.
Very true.
Ultra heavyweight, my prediction for the final,
Me too.
me too.
Oh, I was just wondering if never mind. Who's your predictions? There's another Me Too athlete in this division.
Really? Who's the me
Yeah.
too? How many
Cyborg.
people?
Or the people that we cancel. Yeah, Cyborg is in this division.
Oh, I don't cancel anybody. I don't
I
cancel.
mean,
I
he's.
don't
I
cancel
didn't
because
cancel him.
I'm
I
not
said
there.
he's a
I
Me
wasn't there.
Too.
You know,
He's a
I'm not.
Me
I'm
Too.
apolitical. Hey, my name is Paul. This is between y'all. But I
No,
don't got any.
motherfucker, we are the media. Like people send me like.
How the fuck am I the media? How are we the media? How is we the media? I don't
Did
have
we
any.
not go? We talked about this. If you could go back and check the episode where we talk about how Cyborg is a Me Too motherfucker. Literally, we've done an episode on this, and that's just why I call him the Me Too. But anyway, we don't have
I
to
plead the
cancel him.
fifth. But
Anyway,
regardless,
who you
my
got for Ultra Heavy? He apparently wasn't looking at the drama. I was on the Real Housewives of this shit in the brackets. But anyway, go ahead, Tim,
Real
with the legit
Housewives of
shit.
Jiu-Jitsu coming November 2022.
I thought yours was coming out in March. You're joint with your... No,
Mm,
kidding.
it's been a long day. It's been a long week.
It has. It has. Your eyes are still low as shit, you know. But anyway, who you
I'm
got for
just
the Ultra
reading,
Heavy?
I'm not intoxicated right now. Ultra heavyweight. I got Victor Hugo versus Max Jimenez in the final.
Is
In
that
the
who happened to
final.
final? Because that's literally I have that. It's written there. Victor Hugo and Max Jimenez as like, oh, these are two dope people in the
Oh,
bracket. You have that as
whoa.
in the
They fucked up
final.
the bracket. Time out, Nico. Time out. We fucked up.
I didn't. You fucked up. I didn't
Victor
fuck anything
Hugo
up.
and Max Jimenez are on the same side. No, wait. Did I read this wrong? I read this wrong as fuck. Yes, I am correct. This is a small
Didn't you?
bracket. They're on opposite sides of the bracket. So yes, I got Victor Hugo versus Max Jimenez.
Damn, I had that too.
Here's the thing. I heard Nicholas Marigali went crazy. He's nuts now. Like his
Oh, I did
mind is
hear that.
pardon.
I said I did hear that, but I think I heard that. No, I heard that from somebody else. You
Yes,
told
he
me
went
somebody else
crazy.
went crazy. Never mind. I'm
And
thinking about another white boy.
mental health, is he considered what he is considered German over here, right? He looks very German.
I mean, he's white skinned.
So I'm just curious to how that works in Brazil. But regardless, I don't think that he is going to win Worlds. He'll definitely kill Cyborg. I killed Cyborg before. But I believe that Victor Hugo is going to win his side of the bracket easily. Victor Hugo has a lot of skills for a big guy, just a lot of skills in general, but his game transitions very well for all situations. And Max, man, he's got Luis Ponza first round. I think he beats Luis Ponza easy. I think he can beat Igor Schneider and Antonio Zuazo, or whoever wins between Igor and Antonio. The war will be the final. These men are going to be rested. These men are going to be watching a lot of film about their bracket because it's so easy to watch film when there's only, what, 8 people, 9 people? It's a tough one to pick. Because if Max gets ahead early, I think he can shut the door and pile on Victor. But Victor is so dangerous from every part of the match, every aspect of the game. But you know what? I am biased. I'm going with Max Jimenez, a former guest of the podcast, the guy that is living in Maryland right now in the DMV. He's got everything to fight for. Shout out to him and his family, his young daughter, his young son, and his baby mama. He's fighting for ground control, Maryland. He's fighting for so much. What is so funny, Nico?
How you know that man don't have a wife?
Well, whether you have a wife or not, you got a baby mama, right?
Ah,
His wife. I don't know. I don't know people's marital status.
because of the time, I'll save my feminist rant for when we go over the female brackets. But yeah, Max and his
What's wrong with
about
being
a
a
baby
baby mama?
mama.
What's wrong with being a baby mama, friend? I mean, Nico. What's wrong with being a baby mama?
I said, and cause the level of respect that goes with it.
You silly. Anyway, that's my pick for the ultra heavyweight. I don't know who's gonna do the open. I don't know. I would say Victor
Nobody
Cruz
knows.
is a favorite. Nobody knows. It all changes the day.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, are Tim's picks for the 2021 Worlds.
Yes, those are my picks.
He
If
thinks
you
these
bet
worlds
money
ain't
on
shit.
everything I pick, pardon?
He thinks these worlds ain't shit, but like the level of like I feel like you were putting those bets like the picks had to be made like we could get money off of that. So if you hear this episode and you are a betting person and you know how we can make bets, could you please drop it in the comments? Like, don't be a selfish motherfucker. You got to put on the whole squad. That's how we get generational wealth for our people. Like, how do we do this? How do we all get us making these bets so that we can bring in that money? We can bring in that bag like a BJJ Goon Susu. I'm not,
Yeah,
it's not fucking funny, Tim. Like, you got paid just now. Like, what did you have money 2 weeks ago? No, we need to be a community, a betting
2 weeks
community.
ago, yes.
Fuck you.
But
I'm
2
bad with
months
time. I'm
ago,
bad with
two
numbers.
months ago,
You know I meant more weeks than 2.
October 5th, I did not have the money yet. So no, I was broke for I broke. You don't got it? Oh,
So yes,
yeah.
how do we bet? How do we bet on the world?
My bookie,
You know,
um, a local loan shark, there's so many places that we can bet,
let's
but
get that Meshach. I know you got you. Yeah, yeah. You be in the DMs all the time. Like let's set
I
these
mean,
bets
out of
up.
them DMs, if you look at the Patreon episode that I dropped this week, I talk about how I'm going on a social media hiatus because I don't want to do the time suck of social media. I just want to live my life and meditate and look at beautiful scenery, you know, be a better version of myself. So I don't be in the DMs. The only way you can contact me is through our Patreon at patreon.com/BJJ Goons. That's the only way you can get in contact with me.
Fantastic,
Do you want to
fantastic.
go into the women's bracket or do you want to do this at another time?
No, we should do that on another episode. We gave them 45 minutes.
All right.
Let's not let it
Good.
drag.
God bless. I'm sorry, ladies. We're not going to go over the women's bracket. I apologize. We didn't have enough time. This is just a lot of thorough background information that we looked up to go through these brackets, and we want to give them equal time. And we don't want to talk your ears off.
We
So,
didn't even look up no information, Tim. I looked up the information. All you had to do was look at the motherfucking brackets. Like, so
what do
yes,
you
ladies,
mean?
it's
I've
my
been
fault.
watching women's matches all year.
I
What are you
know,
talking?
I
I
know,
said
I
the best
know.
rivalry in jiu-jitsu is Yara
I'm not
and
saying
Gabby
you,
Pasanya.
but like you don't need time to. I don't need time to sit there and research the brackets and take my notes. That's why we can't do it. I need to like have thoroughly be able to go
Nico,
through and like
I
check my
apologize.
people. Tim just knows who these people are, but like no,
Well, check this
I'm giving
out.
you your props. I'm just saying I'm the one that needs that time to go through them brackets slowly.
All right, check it out. So before we wrap, I just want to say shout out to John's Fit Meals. Go to johnsfitmeals.com. Get you a meal prep program for yourself so that you can be big and strong as I am, so that you can eat home cooked ingredients, home cooked meals for your whole week, multiple days, breakfast, lunch, dinner, so that you can get quality food without having worried about preservatives and a whole bunch of junk. And also, use promo code BJJ Goons for John's Fit Meals for a special discount. Also, if you want your website hooked up, use Blue Edge Solutions. Go to blueedgesolutions.com, use promo code BJJ Goons for a very special discount. Tell them that I sent you and you can get your website hooked up. You look at timspringsbjj.com and it's way better than the previous website. My website before was janky. It was ghetto. It was all the negative superlatives that you could give a website. But now I'm balling. I got so many
Apparently,
people. It was just
apparently some of y'all be going on Master Lloyd's website, so like recommend same website dudes for all of your website needs.
yes, Blue Edge
Upgrade,
Business.
upgrade,
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 upgrade. Get your
upgrade.
shit together. If you're a professional grappler, you need a good website. So go to Blue Edge Solutions. Tell them that Tim Spriggs, the Mushmaster, sent you for a very special discount. Nico, where can we find you?
You can follow me on Instagram at no new Nico. That's no underscore new underscore Nico. You can also stop by favelajiu-jitsu.com. We're gonna be dropping some new stuff when I get back from Rio. Somebody placed an order and your shit is a little bit late. You're gonna get a mad discount on your next order. I appreciate that because again, I do all of the merch myself and it gets all shipped out from the new studio in DC. And I appreciate everybody that's been supporting that. Again, you can go to favelajiu-jitsu.com. We got some new BJJ Goon stuff that's going to be dropping. These shipping delays are fucking me over, but hopefully by the time I get back to Brazil, all of the new sizes and all of the new designs should be in stock.
You can find me at Tim Spriggs BJJ on Instagram. And when you go to Instagram, make sure you follow me, like all my stuff, comment, whether it's negative or positive, I don't care. Because I need my goddamn blue check so I can be verified and get even more groupies on the gram. Just playing. I don't believe in that. You know, I'm a nice, good,
Didn't you just say you
wholesome
were
young
going
man.
off of social media?
I know I'm being funny. I'm being funny. I'm being
But when he
funny.
comes back, he does need his blue check mark. It's
Yes,
not funny,
when
he
I do
does.
come back,
He does.
I need a blue check. So follow me there. Guys, make sure you like, share, and subscribe to this video. If you're listening, make sure you continue to subscribe. This has been the BJJ GOONS podcast. On behalf of Nico and myself, peace.